If you watch TV poker, you know Nik Airball. He burst onto the scene through Hustler Casino Live back in 2022, and since then, he's been the talk of the town, not just for his play, but for his loud, controversial presence at the table. But who is he really? Before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button and check out bankrollbuster.com for everything poker. Airball, real name Nikhil Arcot, grew up in a house where poker was always in the air. His dad played in a weekly sit-and-go with friends, games where the top player earned a shot at the WSOP main event. One year, his dad actually made it, came back buzzing with a signed hat from Doyle Brunson and Chris Ferguson, and even made it to day 2. Being raised around poker gave Airball more than just early skill. It shaped how he sees the world. Poker became a lens for everything: relationships, money, ambition. In high school, he wasn't doing anything crazy, just family games, watching his dad and friends shuffle chips. But once college hit, poker didn't stay in the background. It started pulling him in. He enrolled at NYU Shanghai in the Pudong district, a joint venture between NYU and East China Normal University. He was chasing a business and finance degree. Solid move on paper, but the lectures weren't what had his attention. Between classes, he was glued to Live at the Bike, that high-stakes poker show packed with ego, strategy, and chaos. He couldn't look away. Then came the shift. During his second semester, Nik found hidden poker games tucked in the back streets of Shanghai. He dove in, starting at micro stakes, learning the flow from locals. The thrill hit fast. Just like that, poker stopped being a hobby. It became an obsession. Even knee-deep in the game, Nik still walked away with his business and finance degree. After graduation, he landed a job in investment banking, grinding through spreadsheets, client calls, and endless market reports. Like most bankers, his days bled into nights, pitching deals, running numbers, pretending to care about things that left him numb. The paycheck was solid, the LinkedIn title looked sharp, but it was all noise. It didn't take long for reality to hit. He hated it. The meetings, the pressure, the fake smiles, it felt like a slow death in a glass office. The only time he felt alive was when he was playing poker. So he started living a double life: investment banker by day, poker fiend by night. But here's the thing, banking doesn't do half in. It demands everything. So Nik's company gave him an ultimatum. It was either the numbers or the game. They made him choose between his job and poker, and Nik chose poker. The stock market could wait. He'd rather be out at the tables, making his own moves, risking big, and seeing what happened. Sure, it wasn't an easy decision, but Airball wasn't looking for comfort. He was looking for that rush, that excitement poker gave him. After leaving his investment banking job in 2018, Airball dove headfirst into the poker world. He started building his bankroll through low-stakes games, slowly climbing the ranks. By 2022, he made his debut on Hustler Casino Live. In his first recorded session, he walked away with nearly $15K in profit, setting the stage for an aggressive, unpredictable run on the show. He went from unknown to polarizing almost instantly, bringing loud, trash-talking, troll-like energy to the table, constantly making jokes, talking non-stop, and trying to get under opponents' skin. He thrived on riling people up mid-game. Whether you loved him or hated him, you couldn't ignore him. He wasn't just playing poker, he was threatening to bankrupt other players, turning the game into a drama-filled spectacle. At one point, viewers started tuning in for Airball, not poker. His antics at the poker table made him infamous for all the wrong reasons, even earning him the nickname Poker Villain. He continued to spark multiple controversies, and with this sort of personality, he's bound to ruffle a few feathers. One of the more popular ones was his feud with seasoned pro Matt Berkey, one that almost ends up in a fistfight. What started as a heated exchange on social media in March 2023 quickly escalated. Airball publicly called Berkey a fraud, accusing him of coaching other players without being able to win himself with no real proof to back it up. Berkey fired back, calling Airball a bully and even accusing him of scamming players in low-stakes casino hold'em. The tension reached a boiling point at the Bellagio in Las Vegas, where their war of words almost turned into a fistfight. To settle things once and for all, they agreed to face off in a series of one-on-one high-stakes matches 3 times a week. In the end, Berkey walked away with the win, and surprisingly, both men squashed the beef with a handshake. Still, his behavior eventually led to bigger trouble. He was banned for a year from Hustler Live. According to Airball himself, he passed some chips to other players, which violated casino policy. For a year, starting around March 2024, Airball was not seen on the platform. But for all the noise and antics, he actually knows what he's doing. He once cracked billionaire Stanley Tang's pocket aces with Queen Jack suited, walking away with over $430,000 on high-stakes poker. In May 2023, he flopped the nut straight against Peter's two-pair, dragging in nearly $300K on Hustler Casino Live. Back in early 2022, there was the clean AK versus J9 all-in, where he scooped over $230,000 by winning both boards. So yeah, Airball can play. He's proven it. But poker isn't just about the highs, and lately, the losses have started stacking up. Recently, it's been more losses than wins for Airball, donking off hundreds of thousands of dollars night after night. In one session on Hustler Casino Live, he dropped a staggering $759,000, followed by a crushing $1 million loss during his face-off with Matt Berkey. Soon after, Airball revealed he was $8 million in the hole. But that was just the beginning. His losses have kept piling up, including a massive $1.6 million pot against Alan Keating in May 2025, adding to the growing list of painful hits to his bankroll. Keating, known for his sharp instincts and ability to read opponents, called Airball's bluff at a crucial moment. With the pot swelling to millions, Airball thought he had the upper hand, but Keating saw right through it. The call was decisive, and just like that, Airball was left holding nothing while Keating scooped the over $1 million pot. Revealing he was down $8 million didn't make people pity Airball. Instead, it led them to question the source of his wealth. Where did he get his high-stakes poker bankroll? This has been a topic of debate in the poker community for a couple of years, but the answer remains unclear. Airball claims it's simply from his banking investments, saying he made enough from his initial banking earnings to fund his bigger stakes. However, many find it hard to believe. While investment bankers do earn well, it's not usually at the level that would match Airball's lavish lifestyle and poker bankroll, especially so early on. One theory that keeps circulating is that Airball is a trust fund kid. While he's denied any claims of inheritance, the pieces of the puzzle seem to fit a little too neatly. His lifestyle, high-stakes poker games, lavish spending, and his overall approach to life doesn't quite align with what you'd expect from someone who climbed the corporate ladder in investment banking. Airball's mother, Binny, is a senior VP at Intel with a reported net worth of around $1.8 million. And then there's his father, Prem Chander, who owns Torque Management, a real estate investment firm. These are not small-time players. With their corporate and real estate backgrounds, his family's wealth suggests a level of financial backing far beyond what Airball's reported banking career could have provided. If we're being honest, it wouldn't be far-fetched to assume that Airball's initial bankroll, perhaps even the funds he used to kickstart his poker career, came from family wealth. While he's been quick to deny any connection to inheritance, the dots are there to connect. It's easy to see how a trust fund could be the foundation of his high-stakes poker lifestyle. The way he plays, aggressively, with little concern for the financial consequences, has all the markings of someone who isn't used to living paycheck to paycheck. And maybe, just maybe, that's because he doesn't have to. Despite his recent losses, there's no denying Nik Airball's skill as a poker player. The guy knows the game, and when he's on top of his form, he can hang with the best. But if he's going to get back on track, he needs to check his ego at the door. Poker isn't just about theatrics or being the center of attention. It's about strategy, focus, and discipline. If Airball doesn't start putting more emphasis on the game and less on the drama, he might find himself in a hole too deep to climb out of. The cards don't care about your reputation. They just care about your next move. What do you think about Nik Airball? Let us know in the comments below.